Hello, some of you have seen me before. I'm Maria Stevenson and I am the food bank manager for Salisbury Food Bank. I'm just going to take you on a little tour of our warehouse. I've been speaking quite loudly to local media recently about the need for food banks in the area. We have seen an increase in need, so we've been shouting more about needing food. And I just wanted to demonstrate to you some of the areas that we are so low on stock. Whilst I am in, if I do a panning around, you can see it looks like my shelves in my warehouse are fully stocked. They're not. We're running low on a key dozen or so items. We have had our weekend deliveries from our drivers have been out collecting from Waitrose, Tesco Southampton Road and Tesco Amesbury today, and I've got a bit of a backlog from Friday. We have got a little bit of a backlog for sorting, but that's okay because I have a school coming in tomorrow afternoon and hopefully they're going to help us sort some of this food. We're struggling to keep up with packing boxes, emergency food boxes that go out to people, and keeping up with sorting food. So luckily we have got some extra resource coming in, which is fantastic. So where do I start? Where I'm standing now is a bit like our pantry. We take your donations and we sort them into categories in our warehouse. If I can show you here, we've got soup, we have fish. I'll come on to fish in a bit. I'll try not to forget about fish. I have pasta sauce, pasta, beans, tomatoes. That's another item, tin tomatoes that we're running really low on. Doesn't look like we're running low, but that won't last us long at all. Meat meals, milk, fruit, vegetables in tins, tinned potato, rice pudding, custard. I'm just reading off the labels now. Juice, snacks, biscuits, tea, rice and pulses. And then we've got some of our additional extras like dried milk, instant mash, packet pud, squash, jam, spread, chocolates. They're all items that in some ways aren't necessities. They're nice to have. So I'm not including them in this demonstration today. So I want to draw your attention to this. Fruit 23, fruit 24. We categorise things by years, so it's easier for us to sort. I'm being attacked by a fly here. And down there, look, empty crates. So we usually have a bulk storage area. That was for my fruit there. And I'll walk you around my warehouse to show you my bulk storage area for fruit. You can probably guess it's going to be empty, otherwise I wouldn't be doing this. Let me see if I can find it. Does it even have a home anymore? Yes, it does. So I'm wandering around here. This is to the back of our warehouse. And here we go. Fruit 22. Oh, it's all gone. Nothing there. Rice pudding. Oh, none of that either. They're two of the key products that we need. We had a big conversation over, is rice pudding and custard a necessity? And I think we agreed it was. Having the dessert is good, but if it's easy for some people to eat and digest, it's just a nice comfort food for some people. And if they haven't had anything to eat that day, then rice pudding could fill that gap. So I'm walking into our picking bay now. This is where our volunteers will take a box, this big. They'd pop it on a little wheelie trolley, which is this big, and they wheel it round and pick based on this picking instruction here. Single, 1 A family box, 1 B family box, 0. Single boxes are S's and family boxes are formed of an A and a B box. Let me take you round to the fruit. I'm going to have to crouch down low. We only have 1 crate of fruit left in our warehouse, and in a single box, we provide 2 cans of fruit, and in a family box, they get 3 cans of fruit. I probably got enough fruit in there to pack 10 more boxes, emergency food boxes, and we can go through that in half a day, less than that. I just had an agency come and collect on behalf of a group of clients or people that need support from the food bank, and they took 5 boxes in one hit. So that could go very quickly. What was the other one? Fish is what I mentioned earlier. So fish was quite low over the other side. We've got about a stack of fish there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 crates of fish. A single person would receive 2 fish, and a family would receive 5 fish. And by fish, that's going to be tin tuna, tin salmon, mackerel, anything in a tin with a super long life. I'm wandering over to my bulk fish area. Now, I've heard recently that fish has gone up in cost. The cost is increasing on fish, and maybe that's why people aren't donating it to the level that they used to donate. I've got a big bit of equipment in the way here. I'm going to duck down. Oh, there's another one wrong way. This is my fish bay. You see that? That's not a lot of fish at all. You might see it better through there. Let me work it out. That's another 7 crates of fish. That's all the fish that we have in our warehouse, plus what's inbound sorted. Now, it's not too much of an emergency, or it will become an emergency if we don't get these donations in at some point soon. There's a larger list of items we need. We have a stash of boxes pre-packed, ready to go out for the next session. And it might just be when we're packing emergency food boxes, we're going to have to miss an item of 2 out of boxes. You as the community have been so amazing so far already. I've just wandered into my messy office. I work in the messy end. The community have been amazing at supporting us. Every time I've said, please, can we have something, you've delivered it to me. It's come in. It's taken a matter of days until it arrives. But now we're going through food bank parcels at an alarming rate, more than we ever have before. And that's why it's causing an issue. The public have been amazing at supporting us. It's just not at the same rate that we're sending out food, unfortunately. So I think on average last month we were giving out 140 food parcels per week. But the average for this year so far is 115 food parcels per week. There's a number of ways that you can help. We have a list on Amazon. If you check out Salisbury Food Bank on Amazon, and even if you have an Amazon account and you link it to Smile, we can receive, I think it's 5% or 0.5% of everything you buy through Amazon. We get a cash incentive for that. We have our food fund. It's through Just Giving. It's called Salisbury Food Bank Food Fund, and any money donated through that is about £1,000. I set a £5,000 target. However, our treasurer, done a calculation that we're estimating that we're sending out about £7,000 worth of food per month at the moment. I think it was £750,000. 7,500 pounds worth of food per month if we were to all buy it. But collectively, as a community, that is an amazing feat that our community is rallying around and consistently buying us that food to give out to people. Special thanks to Craig at Tesco Metro, or whatever it may be called now, on Castle Street. He actually costed a family food parcel for us recently, and it was £35 is the average price of a family food parcel, based on in brand, in stock. And I've looked at their stock prices. We've gone to bulk buy from Booker in the past, and actually, although that's part of the same buying group, I understand Booker and Tesco's Tesco's prices were cheaper. I can't comment for any other retailers. There are many others out there that you all know and use. So just putting that out there, £35 average for a family food box on the budget range. And there's Bank the Food app. This is an app that some other food banks have been using for a long time. I've recently logged onto it, updated all of our donation points, and with our top list of 8 items, which I've got in front of me now, I will read out in a moment. And what the app does is when you're approaching a store, I done this earlier to test it, as you were approaching a store, it will ping you a message on your phone to say Salisbury Food Bank needs, and it lists all the items that you need. So that's a little reminder, and I'm going to create a poster to put up in all of our supermarket stores. And if you want a poster, I can download it or send it to you. I've got the list now, which is why I went into my office. We need tinned tomatoes, tinned potatoes, tinned fish, tinned fruit, rice pudding and or custard, long life juice, long life milk, and tea bags. And out of all of those, we've got less than a week's worth of stock on tea bags. We have less than a week's worth of stock on milk, on juice, on fruit, tinned fruit, and on tinned potatoes. So I can see that we have had a little influx of stock coming in. So that will tide us over probably for the next 2 weeks, but we need the stock to continue coming in, and we need your help for that. So please help us where you can. Donate to our food fund, buy the food items in store in your favourite supermarkets, bring it into our food bank warehouse here at 6B Ashfields Trading Estate, SP2 7HL, or at your local church or supermarket or school. Some schools are getting behind us now and running some ad hoc collection points. But please do help us if you can. Help us to help the community. There's so many people out there that are struggling to feed themselves and their families. Cost of living is hitting us all. So I know this is a big ask when you're already stretched and you're already so giving, to ask for more. But please do help us if you can. We would really appreciate it. Thank you.